Well, got to do a second take on this video because I made a factual error on the first take, so let's go ahead and correct it right now. 32 up 2 notches from 34. Fantasy playlist of January 31st, 1993. Def Leppard was Stand Up Def Leppard defiant in the post-hair metal years as the grunge bands like Pearl Jam and Alice in Chains, Soundgarden just over the horizon, and you got the rise of the alternative bands of just pushing, shoving aside, burying the hair metal bands like Poison and Cinderella and Def Leppard, but Def Leppard not doing too bad. The album Adrenalize, which was released in 1992, it was a big one. Adrenalize did pretty well on the rock charts. The song Stand Up went to number 35, I believe, on Billboard's Hot 100, number 34, which is kind of a come down for Def Leppard. Hysteria was such a huge album for Def Leppard. They had, I can't even count the number of top tens, 4, 5, 6, 7 top 10 hits off that one album. It's just incredible. Def Leppard, and I'll talk about Hysteria in just a minute. The song was written by Phil Collen and Steve Clark. The Terror Twins, axing it up on stage, man, blowing those tweeters out, man. Pour Some Sugar on Me, Armageddon It, and Heading for a Heartbreak, I believe was the name of that record back in 1984. Vivid memories of watching that video on YouTube. Well, not YouTube, but on VH1, which I guess would not even on VH1. This was even before VH1 on Night Tracks on WTBS back in 1984. And Stand Up, written by Phil Collen and Steve Clark. Steve Clark co-wrote all the songs on Adrenalize. Although, by the time this album came out, he was dead. Died from a combination of alcohol, too much alcohol, painkillers, and antidepressants. Put pressure, constricted his brainstem, killed him. And this was in 1991. Very tragic ending for Steve Clark of Def Leppard. One of the best guitarists. Maybe not Jimmy Page, but he's up there. As a matter of fact, Classic Rock Magazine ranked Steve Clark at number 11 out of their 100 wildest guitar heroes. Their list of 100 wildest guitar heroes. Steve Clark came in at number 11. That is not shabby at all. Boy, he left us with some red hot riffs. He sure did. Steve Clark did. If this song, I don't know if I already mentioned this. This song sounds a lot like Hysteria. I listened to it. I haven't heard this song in years, but I listened to it on YouTube a little bit. And this is Hysteria Part 2. And there's a reason for it. Song written by Phil Collen, and Steve Clark, was written during the Hysteria sessions when they were working on the album Hysteria. But it was not put on the album because it sounded so much like the single Hysteria. Let's not be redundant here, guys. Let's put this on another album. This is too derivative. So they put the song on Adrenalize, and Adrenalize is I guess it is sort of a derivative album compared to Hysteria, because their first single, Let's Get Rocked, sounded a lot like Pour Some Sugar on Me. First single off Adrenalize. Love that song, Let's Get Rocked, in 1992, but it sounded like Pour Some Sugar on Me. But it was still a delight to listen to, and still a delight to listen to Stand Up by Def Leppard at number 32 on my fantasy playlist, January 31st, 1993.